People, how are we doing? This is Adrian.
And this is Candy, and so delighted to come with you with a brand new podcast. This crazy couple's finally doing it. I know that it's been long overdue, and many of you have actually asked, when are you guys going to have a podcast? Well, guess what? Here we are.
Here we are indeed. It is currently 4:44. Well, it's 4:45 now as I said that. But it's so cool watching all the signs and watching the support that we have from people, our listeners like you and our family and friends. We are doing this podcast because we feel there is a need in shedding light where it's needed, which is spirituality, relationship building, taking care of ego in the sense of keeping it healthy, but also not letting it be the only running program, the operating system of our everyday life, because that's when we feel we do the most errors, and that's why we're here.
We are so excited to share with you our journey as we unfold and get closer to our understanding, even though I feel like it's a never-ending journey for us as we explore more modalities through plant medicine, learning about different healers and healing modalities. We're super delighted. And one thing that I'm super passionate about that I'm actually branching out into is wealth creation. That's been something that really started this whole journey for Adrian and I, and we're so excited to just fully align after we've done a lot of work, digging through all those shadows and cobwebs.
Still working.
Yeah, definitely still in the works. But we're so excited to share this because I feel that as a member of our society on this beautiful earth we call Pachamama, it's so important to kind of bring it back to the root. Like all these ancient practices and modalities and even plant medicines have been kept secret for so long. And nowadays, it's somewhat of an esoteric or taboo subject. But as we get to know more, we're so excited to take you guys along with our experiences and our journeys and share insights on what it's like. Not just with plant medicine, but with our own understanding of how divine and amazing we truly are as humans, not just on the human physical level, but getting to understand and allow our higher being, our soul, to take charge and really guide our direction in life.
Yeah, I guess when I was saying to keep in check our ego, I was referring to that. I was referring to having our higher self, our fulfillment path, our path of fulfillment be the one that we're focusing on. We want the operating system to be, at least in our case, or personally for sure, I don't want to speak for my wife. I want to say that I want my operating system to be my higher self, my soul, my spirit. That is what I want to be, who is in charge, who I am downloading from, who I am being influenced by intuitively, who I can receive messages from. That way I can help people through my healing work, through exercise and fitness, through knowledge spreading, just like we're trying to do through this podcast, by spreading information that is regarded, like my wife said, like Candy said, as taboo, as esoteric, or even the devil, because it's away from religion or outside that box. And I mean, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, so you can only imagine what type of regulatory events where I underwent in my childhood, because we didn't celebrate anything. We don't celebrate birthdays. We don't celebrate Christmas. So during those times of holidays, while at school, I would be the one secluded on a table away from everyone else, and because of my choice, because I brought it up to the teacher, and they would put me away, and I wouldn't eat the pizza or have the candy. I would just be coloring, or I'll just be writing. I used to love to write. Well, I still do. Uh, Coloring and playing with something, or just reading a magazine that they provided. But yeah, I wish to expand our horizons, and by us expanding, I wish to provide that knowledge onto you who is listening, who is willing to listen, and who is willing to grow, because that's just, I believe that's the path of our family of growth, of progress, of being outside the comfort zone and
spreading wealth through our experiences and knowledge.
Absolutely.
And one thing that is super important in our hearts is just stepping into our power. We recently have been studying, and we'll dive into it more on a future podcast. But human design, we actually found out that we are both manifestors, which is pretty incredible. Only about 11% of the world is considered a manifester. And what's amazing is the manifestor's role in society, in life, is to inform. And so many, for so long now, we have realized, wow, we always love to spread information, anything that we're learning about. Adrian through his fitness, me through my own little hobbies and things. And now as we become parents, our roles have really just fully impacted us. How are we going to be an amazing contributor to this beautiful soul we call Chloe, and how we can help really guide her into being her own sovereign being, and stepping into her power early on. That way she doesn't have to go through all the fluff and drama like we had to. But that's not to say that, if you come from different backgrounds or religions, we are so open and so delighted to hear your input, your insights, because at the end of the day, we are all living on this beautiful earth and playing the roles of humans, and we can always have nice conversations and share information and learn from each other based on our cultures and religions. So we are grateful for you guys listening, regardless of whatever background you come from. We're open. We like to believe that we're open-minded and keep ourselves accountable.
With us. Sorry, I just wish to emphasize the sharing, because we believe every religion, every race, every belief is part of the big plate of life, and this big plate that has been shattered in many pieces, and each little piece might be known as Buddhism, another piece might be known as Muslim, another piece might be known as Christian, Catholic, and so on. And they all share some traits and similarities, and I believe they're all truth. I mean, going back to the Jehovah's Witness belief, they believed, or I consider some fundamentals of that church to still reside in my heart, because that was my first exposure to God, and I still feel close to some of the beliefs. But they believed, or I used to believe, that was the only truth, and that's something that always stayed with me. I would always be asking myself, like, well, if we're the only truth, why am I the lucky one to know the truth? And people in, I don't know, the Andes, which are not exposed to Jehovah's Witnesses, they can't know the truth, so they're going to be, outside of the truth. And then once Armageddon comes, they're going to be lost and never know what the promised land will be of paradise. And I mean, it's just one of those many faults in that shoebox of religion that it's just, in my perspective, I'm not saying this is true or this is the only truth. I'm saying that I see religion as what it the terminology of religion, or the root word of it is regulation. I don't remember if it was Roman or if it was Greek, where it's derived from, but I remember learning about it being derived from the word regulation, and it creates a ceiling, it creates walls for your understanding and programming. It's a programming device, so you can be told what is good, what is bad, and you stay within those guidelines, and uh, hopefully just do good, because God is going to love you if you do good. But if otherwise, God is going to hate you, even though they always said, which is hilarious. I always stuck to this fact. I also asked, well, if God is unconditional love, then why is he going to hate us if we do bad? That was something that I could never really, I don't know, grasp. But anyways, enough of religion. I just want to share a little bit of my past, and a little bit more about us. I'm 31. I was born in Bakersfield, California. I am a first generation immigrant, or American, first generation American. My parents were immigrants, or are immigrants, from Mexico, from Michoacan, Mexico. If you know Guadalajara, that's south of Guadalajara, one state south of Guadalajara, which Guadalajara is a city in Jalisco. Anyways, I am married to Candy, the beautiful voice you hear beside this rough, coarse voice compared to that angelic voice. I, we have been married for 7 years now, since 2013, and we've been together since 2004. On and off, we have our ups and we have our downs, but that's something we wish to share with you as well, which is the learnings that we have gotten from our relationship, and the great value that I personally feel she adds. And she blesses me with her presence and her knowledge and her challenges too, because I embrace the challenges. And sometimes at the moment, I'm not going to say that those same exact words, but deep down, I know it's happening for a reason and I should embrace it. But freaking ego, right? It's right there laughing at me, trying to fool me into, no, I'm correct, she's wrong.
We're definitely going to go in further and have episodes on relationship. Hopefully, even get some experts in for more insight on how to navigate and truly, truly harness each other's gifts and love for each other. Even parenthood. Parenthood has been one of the most challenging things for me personally. I know Adrian has a lot of fun with it, but also I know it's been challenging for him as well.
For both of us, yeah.
And we definitely know we come from a place where we're not perfect, but we definitely are striving to be greater and understand and be fully connected with each other and fully embrace this beautiful life we have together, because this is the choice. At the end of the day, everyone is always able to make a different decision down the road, but we choose to be together. That's why we've been together for so long, and we've been happily married. We've never been split up since 7 years ago, since 2013. But we definitely are excited to share, and we look forward to joining together and seeing what you guys want to need help with, or what you would love to learn more about.
Any themes, or
yeah.
sorry, or no, any themes, any questions, any topics? We have a ton already, but hey, if the audience wants it, I think it's better to regard those references of topics and themes that you want to listen to, as we would like to be challenged as well. Something from your frame of mind, instead of just two frames of mind, which is Candy and I, to add you. That would be awesome. That would be great.
I actually never introduced myself because I assume everyone knows me. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Candy, And I was actually born in Mexico.
Candy, by the way.
Yeah. I was born in Mexico. At age 1, my parents actually came over to the United States, ended up in Bakersfield, California. So here we are now. We are currently residing in Bakersfield to be close to family. We do have big plans to move or just travel in general. So we're excited to take you guys along and let us know what you guys think, what you guys want to learn about, what you think we can add to your lives, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I would love to hear from you, and is that it?
Yeah. And we'll be back at you soon.
Kisses.
Love you guys.
Peace.